Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to post-match press conference, Kaizer Chiefs versus Royal AM. We are joined by the away team coach, Coach John Maduka. Coach, 1 point away against Kaizer Chiefs, 90 minutes. Please give us your impression of the match.
Yeah. Good evening. Very good point for us. I think, playing away from home. When it comes to the game itself, very tactical game. I think Chiefs had their moments that they would have hit us, but we had also the moments that would have hit us first half. When the game started, we knew that they would take the game to us, and they did exactly that. We managed to defend that and try to play, from transition, from defense to attack, which, from those also, yes, not many chances that we created, but we had about 2 or 3. I remember Stele, had one. Tigas also had one. I think it was Rosek also had one. So second half we improved. We improved because we knew that as the game progressed and they're not getting the goal that they wanted, they tried to push the players more forward, and which they did. And we knew that we can only play from transition, from that situation. And that's why I said they had their moments, whenever we had the ball from there, we'd go also as quick as possible forward, which, we did also create some chances. And I think if we were sharp enough in the final third, I think we would have also, could have maybe, would have scored. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Please introduce yourself, the media organization you represent, and ask your question. Thank you. We have a roving mic. Can you please start there at the back?
Thank you, Coach. Following our 5-star performance today, it was alert, sharp, and making spectacular saves. I just want to find out from you, was this tailor-made just to stop Chiefs or fast forward? This is what we must expect throughout the season.
Yeah, good performance from Kolani, the defense as well. Still work in progress, we're still not exactly where I want to be. You can see that there are so many young players coming in the team, and for those young players, to come, and stage that they are okay. It's a process. It is a process, but so far so good, and it's always good, that while you're building, or you're introducing new young faces, and you're still also getting points at the same time. So it's work in progress. We are not yet we are not yet where we want to be, but we are happy, with the progress.
Okay. Lawrence, here in the middle.
Yes, Coach Velo from SAUC. Normally you would come here and be on the front foot, but I noticed today you were very patient, playing on the counter most of the time. Yes, you did get those moments. Tell us more about your approach. There must be something that you've noticed about Chiefs for you to be so cautious.
Look, they have to praise. They have Modi, players. They are the strikers or the forwards. Very, very, very quick players. So we have to make sure that we are cautious, especially whenever we're going forward, because we knew that in transition they are very, very dangerous. They have managed to hit so many teams, from transition. So we have to make sure that we deny them the space that they wanted, because we knew that once there was enough space or a lot of space available, they're going to be able to hit us. So that's why we have to try, come up on a block and play from there. Like I said, play from transition, from defense to attack, which we did create also those moments.
Okay, Lawrence, your chance.
Coach, guys are on 8 points after 6 games, the same as Chiefs, 4th and 5th. Would you say that you guys are overachieving based on your situation, or would you say that perhaps it's where you should be based on your planning at the start of the season?
As a team, we do plan also with a point system whereby we put games in groups that, in let's say, for instance, in 5 games, there's a certain points, that we want in those points, which, the first 5 games, we do not achieve that, but we're close. We do not achieve the maximum, but we manage to achieve the minimum. So, as we are building or we're introducing the young players, it's good that we're getting points. It also gives confidence, to these young players, going forward, especially, the young ones, they play against Chiefs and manage to get a point, if they go play against another team, the confidence is on another level. So, yeah, it's, it's going according to our plan, and we hope that, everything continue going the way it is. Thank you.
Coach, I see the chairman was on the bench today. I just want to check how far is he fitness-wise, and how soon can we see him?
He works. He finished the training sessions whenever we're doing conditioning. He's not a player that pulls out. He might be look the way he looks, but whenever we do training sessions, he does finish training sessions. The conditioning part is very, very tough. You understand, but he does manage to finish. Last time we used him a game. I think last week we used him a game when we played a friendly against Amazulu. Played about 75 minutes, which he never looked like a player that can get tired. So yeah, he is still part of the team. Thank you.
Temba.
Coach, just to follow up, from sports, just to follow up on what you said about using younger players, could it be a push from the situation that you find yourselves in, that you cannot actively sign players? How big advantage is that now you're able to look within and use what you have? Or is it a disadvantage to you that you cannot sign player A, B, and C? And what is the management saying to you about that you cannot sign players? Are they engaging you to say probably, give us more time, coach, we're working on this, we're doing this? Is there any talk about that?
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying their best to try and solve the problem. As a team, after last season, yes, we really needed, to reinforce the team. The position that we wanted to make sure that we're stronger, but unfortunately with the situation that we are, could not do that. Especially in defense, left center half is one of the area. In midfield again, also wanted someone, and up front as well. Yeah, so unfortunately we cannot do that. Then the choice that we have is to, try get players, from the disc, which also makes it difficult sometimes because also disc, we cannot sign also, I think, in that disc. And unfortunately, there are also some of them, they are no longer, they are no longer young, to play, because you've got a certain rule that they use in the disc, whereby if you're over age, you can use certain number of players. So some of them, or most of them, we find that now maybe they're 22, 23 now. So it becomes very, 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 very difficult. But one good thing that, as a team we're happy is that you see all the boys that, we have brought them in or brought them along, they've been looking very, very, very good. And why they are looking very good? Because even last season, we normally invite them, train with the senior players so that they get used, so that whenever they have the opportunity like this, they don't find it very, very difficult. And, so far so good that, you could see Sitole on the left back. We didn't have Matlaba today, but you could see the boy did a good job, played well. You could see even the players tail as well. You could see a Bandil as well. We introduced Bandil. So Gianni as centre half, doing a very, 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 very good job. Not easy to deal with the Duprees, Modis, but those players, young players, manage to do the job for us. So we are so proud. Although we really need for us yes, to reinforce the team whenever that opportunity available, and the management is trying whatever they can to do so to make sure that that problem is solved. Thank you.
Second last question before we release the coach.
Molebwanji coach,
Tilibwina.
Kakali from YFM coach. During the FIFA break, of course, you took, you played a friendly against Amazulu, as you said, but prior to the FIFA break, I mean, you registered 3 points against Chipa United, but today, of course, results did not come your way as you would have hoped in the form of 3 points, but you're still taking a point away from home. But would you say, in terms of competitiveness, the FIFA break derailed you from progression, based on the results against Chipa United going into this game?
It had its advantage for me, and a disadvantage and advantage, and the disadvantage that, you know, we had that momentum, that, you know, the team was doing well. So whenever you're winning games, you want to continue playing games more and more, because at that time, you know that you're getting better and better, you're on a different level. So whenever there's a break, you know, it breaks also that. You know, that was the disadvantage of that. The advantage of that also was that, you know, we had to go out there and try to fix whenever we thought that, you know, we're having problems, so that, you know, coming back, you know, we know that we are okay. And again, it was also the opportunity for us to play those friendlies, you know, to give those players that haven't taken part, you know, in any other game, you know, like game time, you know, to play some games. So it had advantage and disadvantage, you know, on that FIFA period.
Coach John Maduka, we thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the 1 point, and all the best in your next match against Bukuni.
All the best to you as well, guys. All the best.
And
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, leadership.